day 2 of my little Christmas gift to you, to make a video each day for 10 days. Doing something really quick and easy today. We're just going to make some simple little Christmas tags, and I'll just show you how I got this little tree here. It's actually the tree from the Santa sleigh set, which is a much bigger tree, and I've simply cut it down. So I'll just show you how I do that. First of all, to make your tag for this size, and I think it's about right, I've just cut a piece of A4, but if you have letter size paper, either will work. Just cut it straight in half lengthways, which just gives you one long sheet. And to make multiple tags, we just need 2-inch wide strips. Okay, so pop it straight in, cut it at 2 inches, and as many of those as I think I'm going to need. I'm actually making a few of these for friends today, so I'm just going to cut them all while I'm there. Alright, gives you an idea anyway. Right, so that's nice and easy. Now if you want to be able to make tags quickly and easily and they look really lovely, get yourself the tag topper punch. It's the scalloped tag topper punch from Stampin'Up. And then all you need to do is make sure you're putting a 2-inch wide strip, that's why we've cut them to 2 inches, into the tag topper punch. You just pop it into the channel there, push it as far as it will go, push it down, and you've made a tag. Easy, hey? And you can use these all year round. I use them on cards as well as tags in their own right. Okay, so really, really simple. The first thing I've done, I've got some Emerald Envy ink, and I have sponged around the edges. You don't have to do this. This is an extra step, but I actually really love sponging on most of my projects. If you look closely, I've usually sponged them. All right. I've got some paper here from the Presents and Pine Cones designer series paper. I just like this stripy design. This paper is being discontinued at the end of this month, so check out the retired list if you haven't already. And then I've also cut some 2-inch wide, just little strips of cherry cobbler red, which is the red that's in the paper. And I'm just going to pop that down towards the bottom there. Right, so already it's looking pretty. You could just put a to and a from on that if you wanted to. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get one of the trees for you and show you how I did them. Really, really easy, okay? So on my Big Shot, I'm popping in my platform plus the thin die adapter and a cutting plate at the bottom. And I've got some red glimmer paper here. Now, this tree that I'm using is from the Santa sleigh set. Okay, so it's got a reindeer and sleighs and stockings and all sorts of beautiful little Christmas images that you can cut out. The tree and the reindeer are the ones I've probably used the most this year. I've gone a bit crazy with those. I usually cut my glimmer paper from behind. You don't really have to. Of course, the exception to that is if you're cutting letters or numbers, always cut them right way up, because otherwise you'll end up with backwards ones. And that's not what you want. All right, so instead of using the whole tree, I just want it to be about this high. I could make it really little if I wanted to, or I could make it medium size. So I'm just going to go with a medium sized tree today for this tag. And the little bit at the bottom there forms kind of like a trunk that goes out, which looks kind of cool. So I'm just going to whip this straight through, and I'll make as many of these as I want. So if I'm making 10 tags, I'll make 10 trees. And I usually do them in steps, so I do all my trees at once and all my steps together, like a production line, really. All right, so that's come out of there. Pull it out the rest of the way. All right, so now I have a little tree. See the difference in the size? Much, much better for this. I didn't want a big tree, it wouldn't have worked. All right, now completely up to you as to whether you want to put this on flat or whether you want to use dimensionals, because I'm a bit of a dimensional fan. So I like to use, for something small like this, I like to use the edges of my dimensionals pack. So after you've finished using your 100 dimensionals on a sheet, don't throw them out until you've used up the edges as well, because they're just as sticky and really handy for tricky little bits. So just pop that straight down the middle, pull the back off, and I'm just going to position it down towards the bottom here, slightly over the edge, and there's my little tree. Okay, the to and the from is from the Tin of Tags stamp set, which I found really helpful. I've used it a lot this year just be careful if you're inking up with these little tiny stamps. I'm using the Emerald Envy ink again, but because it's a new ink pad and it's quite wet, so just have to tap really lightly. So I've got a to and a from on here. Okay, and the last thing I added was some ribbon, which is, of course, at this moment, I was going to say it's disappeared, but no, here it is. And just as much, I don't need very much. I'm just going to trim that with my ribbon scissors straight over. So cut it, fold it in half, and put the folded end down through the hole. Make a loop, and then feed the front ends back through the loop. And pull it tight, but not too tight. If you pull on it too hard, you'll rip right through your paper, and that's not what you want to do. Okay, so it looks like that. Right, so you can see I've got a couple of them now. I've got another one here about to happen. So I've got to put that one together as well. And I'm meeting some of my customers for lunch today, and just for the daytime ladies wanted to go out for lunch, and we thought that's a nice idea, so I'm taking them all a little present. And this is just another idea. I've used the same thing here with the trees, but I've made them 3 different levels. So I've cut one a bit longer and then a couple shorter, and then just added them to a card, and that came up really pretty. I really like the way that looks. So some nice ideas there for you. Very, very easy, quick and simple tip how to cut down the tree and get more use out of it that way. All right, have a great day, guys. Back tomorrow with day 3. Bye.